ratio of 3:1. Blood plants are F3. Now the conclusion. Now, most important thing, what I'm going to discuss here, this is about the test cross. Plant and its double recessive parent, experimental organism and its double recessive parent. A cross between an experimental organism and its double recessive parent is called the test cross. So experimental organism. So in case of pea plant, which the character stem height, a tall pea plant. Why it is an experimental plant? Because a tall pea plant may be found in two forms. Found in two forms. Small to small. But you know, externally it is not possible to differentiate cavality and small t. To differentiate distinguish between cavalry and so what to do? Then test course is done to determine the genotype of the so test course is carried out genotype of experimental plant. So the purpose of test course is to determine the genotype of the experimental plant. These are two types, you see. So test course may be or so if it is experiment is in every case regarding stem height, the double DC parent should be small to small. This is the double recessive parent. Same thing, this is also the double recessive parent. Now you see in this case, the gamete, and in this case, again, conclusion, results. Look, result of test cross in one case is found that tall and dwarf plants are produced in the ratio 1:1. In this scale, all plants are not typically tall. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
That means the test cross ratio help in determining. So, from this case, this proves that the experimental plant is a this proof that is a from this test cross this proof that the experimental plant is a Look. So test course result may not be same. If the test result is found that all plants are tall, then it is concluded that the experimental plant is a homozygous tall prepare. But if the result is that the tall and dwarf plants are produced in the ratio 1:1, then it will prove that the experimental plant is actually a heterozygous tall prepare. So that's why it is a test cause is carried out to determine the genotype of the individual. Clear now? Completed? Clear? Completed?
Yes, sir.
Can I rub it out now?
Yes, sir.
Based on his experiments, or based on his observation, based on his observation on monohybrid cause, Mendel proposed two laws. First one is the law of dominance. What is said in law of dominance? The characters are controlled by discrete unit called factor. Characters are controlled by discrete units called factors. 2. These factors occur in pairs. And third, in the dissimilar pair of factors, one pair is dominant, dominates over the other pairs. The factor which is expressed is called dominant factor, whereas the factor which is unable to express which is suppressed is called what is written? Factors controlled by discrete units called factor. Factors occur in pair. It may be like this, it may be like this, it may be like this. So here everywhere in pair. Actually factors occur in pair, and in the dissimilar pair, this is the dissimilar pair. One factor dominates the other. That's so because how can you say? Because whenever it is dissimilar in the plant is found to be tall. T is expressed, small t is not expressed. So one L factor is expressed, which is the dominant factor, and other factor is suppressed or not expressed for the recessive factor. This is written here. In the dissimilar pair of factor, one member of the pair dominates the other pair. Dominates the other, not pair. The factor which is expressed is called dominant factor, and whereas the factor which is not expressed is called recessive factor. Clear now? Which expresses itself, the factor which itself is called just 1 minute. Hello? কি নাম? গেট মানে আমার সেন্টার আছে সেন্টার আছে, খোলা সেন্টার খোলা না? গেটটা খোলে, আমি গেটটা টান দেবো, সব দিকে টানতে খুলবো, খুলে ডান দিকে দেখেন ঘর একটা পর্দা কালো ঘর আছে, আছে না একটা পর্দা কালো ঘর, রুম ডান দিক, না না যদি লক করা না, দরজাটা আমরা এটা হকটা খুলে তার সামনে দিয়ে টানতে হবে। দেখা গেছে। And the factor which unable to express itself is the effect. It's called a recessive factor. Same thing, define the written. The factor which expresses itself is called a dominant factor, whereas the factor which is unable to express its effect is called a recessive factor. So here capital D is a dominant factor and small d is a, in case of the tall P plane or in case of a P plane with stem height character, you know, in case of P plane stem height character, capital T is a dominant trait factor, whereas small t is a recessive factor. Is it clear up to this? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Because whenever a pair of contrasting traits or contrasting factors involved in any cross, one is found to express itself, but the other is unable to express itself. So the factor which can express itself called the dominant factor or dominant allele, and the factor which cannot express itself is called recessive factor or recessive allele. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it clear? Can you rub it out?
Yes, sir.
Then comes so the first law is completed. Law of segregation. What is said in law of segregation? Listen carefully. In case of law of segregation, the basic thing is two alleles. Two alleles of a gene controlling each character stay together. In the individual. By the time of gamete formation, but during gamete formation, the alleles segregate in such a way that a gamete receives only one of the two vectors. One of the two factors. This is the law of segregation. Is it clear now? Two alleles of a gene controlling each character stay together in the individual, but during gamete formation, the alleles of a pair segregate from each other in such a way that a gamete receives only one of the two vectors. That means two alleles of a gene controlling each character stay together in the individual. That means here, K is small p. Is a tall p plant. In these tall p plant, two alleles, that is capital T and small t, stay together. But at the time of gamete formation, capital T is segregated from small t. Look, in this tall p plan, two alleles, there is capital T and small t stay together. But at the time of gamete formation, T is segregated from small t. That means already you know it. Capital T is small t. Gamete formation is that term used is segregation. Capital T, one gamete, in one gamete, capital T, other is small t. So what happens here? That each gamete receives only one factor. That this gamete receives capital T, this gamete receives small c. But no gamete is there receiving both capital T and small t. Is it clear to you? Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
It is not only in capital T small t, in all cases it is happening like this. Then while actually in this capital T small t and T allele for a character, each character means stem height. Suppose here the character is stem height, the two alleles of a gene controlling stem height. Of a gene means gene controlling stem height or gene controlling a character. Of a gene means here of a gene means gene controlling the expression of a character and control each other stay together in the individual, but during gamete formation the alleles of a pair segregate from each other in such a way that a gamete receives only one of the two factors. That is, a gamete is either capital T or small t. In this case, in case of capital T small t, it receives either capital T or it receives either small t. Is it actually the laws developed based on the observations of Mendel's monohybrid cross? So first law should be the law of dominance and second law should be the law of substitution. So you need to remember these laws in toto because in the MCQ, this statement may be said by changing some words. That's why you need to go through in toto. Change it actually. So this is up to the monohybrid clause. Then wrap it out. Completed. Okay, I'm going to ask someone. Do you have any doubt? Can you please tell me? Any doubt? Anyone?
No, sir.
Pankaj Devnath, no. Anyone? Orijit? Do you hear me?
স্যার আমার কোনো ডাউট নেই কারেন্টলি
Uh-huh.
আমার কোনো ডাউট নেই কারেন্টলি স্যার
Very good, very good. Anyone else? Don't hesitate to ask me, please. Onurupa?
No, sir.
Kamalesh, do you have any doubt?
স্যার স্যার একটু টেস্ট প্রোস্ট একটু আবার বলতে পারবে?
Acha, acha. Test clause actually, acha, I am showing it. I'm rubbing it out, okay? It's a cross between an experimental plan. Experimental plan means the plan whose genotype is not known. A plan with unknown genotype. Experimental plan, what is written here? It is a plant with unknown genotype. The same plant is a plant with unknown genotype. Unknown genotype means, for example, tall pea plants. We don't know its genotype because whenever it is accessed capital T, genotype plant with capital is also tall. Plant with pea plant with capital T, genotype, and pea plant with capital T, small t, genotype. Both are tall. As both are tall, the half will be determined. That's why pea plant, if it is a tall, so its genotype is unknown. So you have to determine the genotype of the tall pea plant. Whether it is capital T, or it is capital T, small t, test process is done. Is it clear up to this? Kamalesh?
Yes, sir.
After then what to do? Then what I said, test process is carried out by crossing this plant with unknown genotype with this double recessive parent. If the character is stem height, here double recessive parent should always be capital T, small t. Sorry, small t, small t. These are double recessive parents. Now, if the experimental plant is crossed with double recessive parents, it may be like this, or it may be like this. The result of the test cross if the result of the test cross shows that all plants produced are tall pea plants, then the genotype of the tall pea plant is capital T, capital T. That is, it is homozygous tall. But if the result of the test score shows that tall plant and dwarf plant are produced in the ratio 1:1, then the genotype of that tall pea plant should be capital T, small t, that is heterozygous tall. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubt, anyone? Okay, thank you. So I'm going to conclude now. In the next class, I am to start the incomplete dominance, concept of dominance, and hybrid class. Thank you very much.